Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make a wood flower boutonniere. And what you're going to want to do first is grab your stem with your ribbon, and you just put a little bit of hot glue on your stem. I prefer to let a little bit of the stem stick out so that you see the stem, but you can also wrap it all the way to the bottom if you prefer. So you just add a little bit of hot glue to the bottom area, and you just wrap, and then you twirl it as you angle up. As you do that, your ribbon will go all the way to the top and it will leave a really pretty design there. And then so what you're going to want to do is at the top you put a little bit of hot glue, just like that, okay? Then what I like to do is I like to fold my ribbon, so I don't want to cut too close. I like to cut about right here, okay? And then I just put a little bit of hot glue right there. And then you actually take your ribbon and just fold it over. And that is so you don't have like the threaded part of the ribbon coming apart or anything like that. Okay, so as you can see, it is folded over there. And then you just put a little bit more hot glue right here and then fold it completely over. So this right here will be the back side of your stem. So you won't actually even see this part here, but it still looks nice just in case. So once you have your stem fully wrapped and ready to go, you want to go ahead and take your wood flower, and some wood flowers have a little bit of extra on the back here. If you need to trim that, that's okay, you can definitely trim it. One thing I didn't really say either is with your stem, before you add the ribbon, you are gonna wanna test it out on your flower to make sure that when you put it like this, that the stem won't be too long. You don't want a super long stem. If your stem is too long, then you can go ahead and just trim it so it is the perfect length for you before you wrap your ribbon. Once you wrap your ribbon, and then if you can't trim it because your ribbon is on it, then it might look a little bit funky there, right? So what you're gonna wanna do is put some hot glue on the back of your flower, a good generous amount there. And then you want to make sure that where you folded is on the very back. You take your stem and you kind of just, you don't really push it in, but you just make sure it's laying really good there in your hot glue. And you can push it up some more if you feel like the stem is too long. You can even have it come up to here if need be, however you'd like it. And then you want to go ahead and let that dry really well. And make sure you place it somewhere where your stem isn't going to twist as it's laying down and drying, because you definitely want it to be angled correctly. So once you have that on there, what you're going to do is you're going to take your greenery and you're going to add it to wherever you'd like on your boutonniere. I usually have them coming out the top, but you can really put your greenery wherever you'd like to. So what's nice with our DIY kits that we offer in our shop is they're completely customizable of how you'd like to create it yourself. Our shop where you can purchase our kits at is called love2diy.com. It's spelled LUV, the number 2, DIY.com. We offer all different kinds of wood flower kits, boutonnieres, corsages, bouquets, all kinds of good stuff. So anyway, back to our boutonniere. So what I like to do is, these are lamb's ear leaves. And so what I like to do is take the smaller leaf with the bigger size leaf, and I just put a little bit of hot glue to connect those there, like that. And then I trim a little bit off the bottom here because you won't even be seeing that. I also like to take some dried baby's breath, and I like to add that here. So I'm just gonna trim this off. And then I put some hot glue down here, which no one will be seeing that part there, right? That will be on the back side of the flower. So what you have is just really pretty greenery to add to your bouquet, go ahead and add a good amount, because then what you're gonna do is you're gonna flip this over here, and so you can see the front, you're going to attach that wherever you want to. So I'm gonna flip it around so you can see. I just laid it right on there. It had a whole bunch of hot glue on it, so it is going to stick exactly where you put it and where you want it, and you can adjust that a bit too if you don't want it where you laid it at. Let's see here. So I absolutely love my boutonniere right now. I'm loving the all ivory color that I chose too, which isn't a very common color, but something about ivory, I just love it. So the flowers naturally come in ivory, but you can purchase dye from our shop that will allow you to color your wood flowers. A lot of our kits come with a dye already, but you can add additional dye on if you'd like to have more than one color. So once your boutonniere is dried, you have a felt patch. Now, if this felt patch is bigger than your flower and you feel like you're gonna be able to see it from the other side, please, please, please go ahead and just trim your felt patch so that it can be applied perfectly. So this one's a little bit big, so I am going to go ahead and just trim it just a little bit, because we really don't want to see the felt patch. The felt patch is just to make sure everything stays down, and it is also a good way to pin the boutonniere onto the jacket or the vest. Okay, so what we're gonna do with this is you just go ahead and add hot glue all on there really well, and then you just place it right over where you placed your greenery and the stem. So it just finishes it off really well. So even the back side of your boutonniere looks really good. Okay, so let that dry before you stick your pin in. I am gonna go ahead and just stick it to the bottom here, because you can also attach it by putting it through the ribbon. So what I do when I send my boutonnieres, if I am creating it for you, I just put the pin in like that. When you get your kit, if you're creating your boutonniere yourself, I put the pin through the felt patch. All right, so that is our boutonniere. We also offer double flowered boutonnieres. We offer corsages with 3 flowers. So we have lots of different options. Please check back with us so you can see the different wood flower items that we create and what we offer in our shop. And again, our website is called love2diy.com. I will put that in the comment section so you can check that out. Thank you so much for watching our tutorial. Have a great day.